throughout this time supporting yourself? Like you had
Yeah,
an actual day job?
yeah, I had a full-time day job. Um, yeah, so work, shoot on weekends or on vacation time, holidays, that kind of thing. Um, and it actually, I mean, when you're starting out, it works fine because you do auditions, and most of the time you're not working, so you need to do something to pay the bills. But I decided to go to a showcase, like an acting showcase, a national acting showcase. I'm like, I've been doing this whole DC area thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I got to decide if I'm going to do
What's
this
a
seriously.
showcase? What's a national showcase? Just
So
for people listening that maybe don't
yeah,
know.
so there's various organizations that will host these things where they invite you pay to do, like, it's like a monologue showcases when you get some agents together and you perform a monologue in front of them for representation. This is a little bit bigger, so they bring in directors and producers and agents and managers and whatnot from the industry to this convention center, and they have actors pay to attend and you get to perform on stage for all of these industry people and have a chance to get some representation or connections for people who are aspiring
How
performing
big is the
talent.
stage and the audience that's watching you?
This one I went to was I want to say there was like maybe 1,500 performers.
Mm-hmm.
There was hundreds, at least 100 industry people, probably over 100 industry people there
And
from
they're
all
all
over the
sitting in
country.
one room
They're all
looking at one stage, and you just go up there and
Yeah, sometimes you were on camera and then it would be projected on a screen, and sometimes you'd be on stage and there'd be like 20 judges in a table in front of you and then like 500 people in the audience.
wow.
And you have like 30 seconds to like go up and perform.
That sounds even more terrifying than just an audition in a casting room.
Yeah.
Agents.
No, it was. And you have like a number and they're like, number 457, go. You have 60 seconds.
Wow.
And so I remember like the big thing was like if you get seven industry people to give you a call back, like they can pick your number and say, I want to talk to this person, then you get to go to the room, like the big room, and you just go like table to table and meeting people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I remember like I think I got like exactly seven callbacks. And I'm like, yes, I made the cut. So I got to go in the big room with all the industry people and go table to table and meet all the agents and stuff. And I remember I I ran into that's where I met Paul Weber. He used to be a casting director for MGM.
Uh-huh.
And I met an agent from Abrams Talent Agency and some other people from New York and LA. And I remember they were like, they weren't like, oh my gosh, you're the next big thing. They were kind of like, yeah, you got some potential.
Like your material to be
yeah,
worked with.
Yeah, you got some potential.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, I was interested to talk to you. You kind of caught my attention. And I came away from it going like, I didn't have a representation. I had some contacts that I made. I didn't have anything that came of it other than just like, okay, I met some people who are like, done serious stuff in LA and New York. And they were like, yeah, you got potential. So I was like, okay, I'm not kidding myself. Like I do actually have some skill here in this acting
So
thing.
it gave you a boost up your confidence a little bit.
Yeah, it gave me the sort of the affirmation that like I'm not like delusional. I feel like I have something. I have got a long way to go, but I've got something. And this acting thing I could take seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was when I decided like, okay, I'm going to take acting seriously.
So then the convention ended. You met some people, you exchanged maybe some connections, and then you were going there to decide to which level you're going to take the acting to, right? You're like, I'm going to decide if I'm going to go working career or if I'm going to give this acting thing a shot.
Right.
And this kind of I would assume, I'm learning a lot, by the way, from this. So I didn't know these like conventions like that existed, but.
And by the way, some of them there are scams that do this. So you have to be really careful because there are showcases. They advertise showcases that are scams where they just take your money. They're not legit people.
And then you show up and there's nobody there.
Or they're people that are there, but they're not worth talking to.
Got it.
So
do you have any recommendations? Is there any?
I don't know what's going on because I haven't looked at this in 10 years. So
gotcha. Okay.
I don't know what's there, but you just do your research and make sure it's legit.